what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we have some big news concerning David Bruckner's HELLRAISER reboot. We have finally found someone to play Pinhead, or actually the Hell Priest. We're gonna be talking about all this in just a second here, but first I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, please consider supporting me on Patreon. If you want to see a continuation to Red Right Hand, please make sure to check out my Patreon. The link for that will be in the description below. Alright, now let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
You son of a...
God, don't do that.
But sometimes that is better.
So it has been announced that Jamie Clayton will be playing the role of Pinhead in the upcoming HELLRAISER reboots from David Bruckner. The film wrapped in Serbia recently, and the film is scheduled to come out sometime in 2022. Now, a lot of people across the internet, even someone in particular that I got into a pretty bad argument with over on Instagram, are pretty upset with this casting. The biggest argument I'm seeing is, why are they making Pinhead female? It was played by a dude in the earlier movies. Well, guess what? In the book, which this movie is supposed to be a closer adaptation to the original novel, Pinhead is androgynous, which means that it doesn't look female or male, like it's supposed to just be genderless. So getting upset about not having a dude play the role is kind of ridiculous. Personally, I think Jamie Clayton is a great choice for Pinhead. I think she has the look to play a Cenobite. I'm actually really excited to see an adaptation of HELLRAISER that's actually like way closer to the book, The Hellbound Hearts. The fact that so many people just want another HELLRAISER movie, it's like, have you seen the last, like, what, 6 HELLRAISER movies that were all trash? We need something different. We need the drastic change in whatever the hell's been going on in the past like couple of movies or whatever. We need to do something different if we're gonna have another good HELLRAISER film. Clearly just trying to do the same thing over and over again just isn't really working. A lot of those sequels kind of just do the same thing. They just add in like new twists and turns, like Pinhead can come through the internet now and like terrorize you. That's actually one of the movies and it's not very good. That's something I want to see in a new HELLRAISER film so badly. New Cenobites. That's a new avenue we should take with an upcoming HELLRAISER film. Make up some new Cenobites. And maybe, sure, what if one of them is gonna be Pinhead but played by a new actress? Fine, who cares? I feel like a new way to reinvent this franchise is let's have all new Cenobites, all new stories about like a totally different puzzle box, kinda in the same universe. There is 10 HELLRAISER movies, man, that are kind of all about the same thing. We need to do something different, dude, if we're gonna continue this story. It shocks me that so many people are complaining about this. Like, did you see those last 2 movies? They just kind of took stuff from the other films and just kind of tried to smush it into some kind of crazy plot. They're not good films. They have some cool visuals. The 9th film is very low budget and just, honest to God, the worst one in the entire franchise. The 10th film, like, yeah, has some cool visuals, I'll give it that, but besides that, there's not much there. There's not an interesting story whatsoever. I watched it to watch it, to say that I've seen all the HELLRAISER movies, if I'm being honest. If this film is going to be successful, you gotta do something out of the box. Literally, there you go. If that could not be more on the nose than saying literally out of the puzzle box. Let's do something just totally different. Let's have all new Cenobites. Let's have all new characters, follow new people. I'm just so sick of the same old from this franchise. I want to see something new and inventive, but isn't something where we have to throw Pinhead in space to be inventive again. I really like David Bruckner's style, and I'm very excited to see what he does with an already established horror franchise. We've seen him do a short for the VHS franchise, which is actually really cool. Recently I covered his new film, The Night House, which I didn't love, but I thought was very interesting. I think it had some really cool concepts that dealt with, and it was very well made and well directed. So I'm really excited to see what he brings to the table for the HELLRAISER franchise. And even if you're not convinced at all and you're just not sold on this new HELLRAISER reboot, Clive Barker has given it his blessing. He is now a producer on this new film. There was a lot of weird stuff going on with Clive Barker over the past like couple of years. He recently regained the rights to HELLRAISER, so there was a lot of concern that like maybe this new film wouldn't happen. This new TV series that's also happening might not happen, but he's actually come on to this film to be a producer, and he said some pretty positive things about it recently. Speaking with THR, Clive Barker said, having seen some of the designs from David Bruckner's new HELLRAISER film, they pay homage to what the first film created, but then takes it to places it's never been before. This is a HELLRAISER on a scale that I simply didn't expect. David and his team are steeped in the story's mythology, but what excites me is their desire to honor the original even as they revolutionize it for a new generation. What did I just say? Like, literally, what did I just say we need from a new HELLRAISER film? Boom! Clive Barker himself said exactly what we need is coming in this film. So honest to God, I couldn't be more excited for an 11th Hellraiser film. Call me crazy, but I think this is gonna be pretty good. I've seen so many people just shit-talking this movie on the internet, and it's really unfortunate because I think this film's actually gonna be pretty good and a step in the right direction for this franchise. I love those first 3 films so much, and then after that, the series just kind of loses me completely. Like, the rest of those sequels are just not very great. What I'm hoping the most, though, is that this revitalizes the franchise. Maybe we can get a whole new set of Hellraiser films that are actually decent. Like, fingers crossed that that happens, knock on wood. I would just love for that to happen. I would love for a new set of Hellraiser films to be good, enjoyable, something that I can actually put on my shelf and be proud of. Maybe I could convince some of you to be excited about the new Hellraiser, I don't know. Leave me something about it in the comments below, though. Thank you all so much for watching my new video on the Hellraiser reboot coming from David Bruckner. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I am most active on Twitter. If you want to, like, throw me some tweets or something, throw me any recommendations. If you see some news articles out there you want me to talk about, go tweet me at KillJoyJake1. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. The link for that will be in the description below. Like I said, if you want to see a continuation to Red Right Hand, I can probably do that sometime next year if I get enough support there. We have a really big idea for the film, but we're gonna need some funding if we're gonna do everything we want to do in a sequel. So check that out. The link will be in the description below. Thank you all again for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.